Hello, this is a tutorial. I'd like to talk briefly about video material. So I'll be using the architecture seminar as example. So first, in the lobby, I have a skybox. In this skybox, I have this special material called video material. If I double click, you can see this one is a user interface. Is a material linked to a texture, and this texture is also linked directly into the source, right? So the source, if I double click, is linked to movies folder and this MP4 file. Okay, so that's how the video material is set up for this sphere. And then I created this TV player which is able to play this video. For the TV player, just want to make sure you have a way to trigger to load this TV player from your level. Because I have this skybox in my current lobby level, so here if I open my level blueprint, you can see I already created a variable. This variable is called media player. It does link to the TV player, and then I will open source. So this is open that video file. This is actually the file media source, right? So when I play, you can see that video will be played from the beginning. So here I can see the whole 360 video being rendered as a bubble. Okay, so just make sure you have some way to trigger the play. In the level, you will also see there's another screen here, right here. This one is a little bit different. So first is translucent, right? And also it's a different video. So the way I set up is, if I right click, browse to the asset, you can see this one is actor. Within this actor, I have a script in the event graph is to load another, let's actually rename this. I think this should be called media player, right? So I have this media player linked, let's compile that, to TV player, and then this one is linked to a different video, right? Now this one is a different video. And if I show you what the other video looks like, is under the UI material. This is that material, right? Double click, you see instead of using the user interface, I did the standard surface with translucent. So I have the opacities, I have the emissive color, so this will make the video glowing a little bit. So if I'm using this to my actor, right, and you can see this actor, right, does has this new material, and it will have this glowing and translucent effects. So that's how this works for this level. And you can definitely play with these different settings. So if I do want to using this guy for the sphere, I can drag it right to the sphere. So if I play, that skybox could also have this pretty nice translucent material. Okay, very cool. So let me save the file. So the next, I will show you quickly how this can be applied to a different project, kind of repeat the same process. So I will using my UHP 2025 as example. First one, make sure in the content folder, in the movies, you do have this MP4 there. And then back to the lobby, right? You will see under the main video, I already created this media player, and also the source. And the source is already pointed to the correct video, right? So now, if I want to apply this to my level, right, I can create a skybox. In the skybox, I can drag this material there, right? And now if I play, there's nothing showed up, right? You might wondering why. The reason is even the material is applied, but you have not triggered the play yet, right? So the way to trigger is I will just do it from scratch. You go to the level blueprint, and here you want to create a variable. I will give this variable name media player, right? And you want to set this as a media player, right? And then you compile. Okay, so basically I create a variable called media player, and then here you can link to there are two right now. So I think the this is older one, this is a new one. I will actually use the new one. Okay, and then I will drag it, get, right, and then you will say, hey, I want to open something, open source. Okay, so we open source, you can say which one you want to play. So for instance, I want to play, I think this one is more high-tech. I want to play the first one, the blue LED screen. So you can just say, hey, this is what I want to trigger, and I want to using this media player to play. Okay. So yeah, that's it. Let's play and see if things showed up. Yes, yeah, it showed up, right? It's being triggered. But here's the question: why is not a translucent, right? The reason is if you check the material right now is linked to this guy. If I see this one is double click a user interface. So there's not really a translucency in the user interface. There are a couple of things you can do. So first, if you do want to, swap to a different material, you can definitely do it. And I think this one is not really translucent neither, but let's using this one. So I will swap to this, okay? And then if I play, it still looks the same, right? Still kind of like a black, not transparent. So I will double click and I will do some editing. Instead of using UI, I'm gonna using surface. I'm gonna change to translucent, right? I want to give opacity maybe 0.8, and even I want to maybe give a little bit emissive color a boost. So I'm using M, right click, a left click, holding M means multiply. I will probably multiply with 10. Just give this a little bit extra emissions from this video texture. So save it. So now this one has this translucent material. If I play, you will see this one became translucent. Yeah. So that looks pretty cool. Right, you have translucent material now. It's triggered by the video player. Okay. You can also do is to, we have a TV screen, so feel free if you want to just use it. Right, you can make a large one. I think the orientation is a little bit tricky. Okay, so I have this, and I will play. Right, you see this is being triggered. Where's the TV screen? interesting. The TV screen is not being triggered. I think the reason probably, let's make it really close. Okay. Alright, let's play one more time. Yep, now it's being visible now. Right, you can see these two is actually share the same material, right? So if one is triggered, the other will be triggered as well because they share the same video. Alright, so hopefully I think this will give you a little bit idea how Unreal works. I will just make this really large and I will push it kind of towards the 360. Okay, just make it a little bit more visible. So now let's make it a little bit higher. Cool. So now you have these kind of floating windows in the sky. Okay, that's really cool. So a summary, when you put a video material into Unreal, you have to find a way to trigger it, right? So the best way to trigger is you create the media player, and then the media player you can write a blueprint script to trigger it, right? So this one I should actually rename to media player, just make things easier. Compile, then you can see it's linked to that player. Okay. I think that's it. This is all about how to set up the video as your material and how you can make it as transparent. You can definitely play with other features, I think related to material. For instance, if I'm holding 3, I can give a color. So instead of using the video as your emissive color, you can just using a solid RGB value, right, as your color. So that will give you this kind of purplish look. If I play, right, you can have this pretty cool visual effects. That looks pretty awesome. You can also do there's so many things you can try. I also wonder if I can do a masked material just to testing. So in the alpha channel, so let me get rid of this. Where you have opaque mask, so maybe I will be using the blue color value as my mask. So you will see something like this, right? So what this means is using the grayish values from the blue channel to create a mask. So this will be totally transparent when the value is 0. So let's save it. I wonder what this looks like. So let's play. Interesting, right? So here we can definitely see the mask kick in. It make part of this image completely invisible. And also because it is controlled by the video, so the value is going to be animated over the timeline. Okay. This is pretty cool. I wonder, let's go back here. Maybe I should just do the RGB value instead of B value. Let's see. No, that's not good. It's basically completely wipe out the transparency. Yeah, I guess B value is best. But in the future, if you do create a video with alpha channel, you can definitely use your alpha channel as your mask. So that will give you, actually the green is not bad, right? Green is kind of same as blue. So now if I play, let's go between these two. Right, you see that value being animated. Anyway, I think I probably still prefer the translucency, not a mask. So let's changing back to translucent, and I'm changing back to oh, this one right now, surface translucent, right? And that gives some emissive color. Yeah, I kind of still like this one better. Okay, so there's no mask anymore. And I play. Yep, I think I still like this one better. Very cool. Okay, I think that's it about the video. Hopefully this will give you a very good idea how you can animate, you know, 3D geometries, materials, lightings all together.